Alrighty, let's hope that Premiere doesn't completely crash trying to do this. Hello everybody. If I sound a little bit tired or out of it, it's because it is 5:30 in the morning, but I couldn't sleep, so I decided to go to my computer and get started on this. Something I've wanted to do for a while now is show you guys how I come up with the lyrics to the little Splatoon songs. I've had several people ask, and you shall receive. So the setup I have right now is we got Premiere here. Over on the side, I put my little notepad document. Currently, I have in there the actual lyrics. If you've been here for a while, you know that I get very bothered when people try to say, "Oh, it's Japanese," or it's not really like English. It's like, well, yeah, I know they're fan-made lyrics, guys, but this is what they're actually saying. I mean, the voice actors have to have something to say, so this is what's written for them. Just a whole bunch of gobbledygook. Now, I actually have two screens, so you're not going to be seeing everything that I'm doing. Like off screen, I have this little bin over here. Everything's still called Shy Ho Shy because I'm literally just reusing my file for that video because I don't want to have to keep on recreating my outro. There has to be an easier way to do this, but I'm lazy, so I'll just not learn the easier way and use the harder way. Okay, so I'm going to drag on my audio file. We're doing now or never. First, I gotta find where the lyrics start. Okay, I think it started about right. Oh, it's a little further back than that. This song is so intense. Alright, so here's why I use Premiere. Let's start with the beginning of this. Double click, it opens up in my source monitor up here, which can play things on repeat indefinitely. Turn down the volume on this. Let's see, music starts right here. I'm probably going to cut a whole lot of footage out of this guy. Just listen to it over and over and over again. Now, something that I do, and that a lot of people should do in any kind of artistic creation is write down or draw down the things that don't work. Even if you're like, I don't think this will work, do it anyway, because from what doesn't work, you will find what does work. So, let's see this again. Well, I'm here at the beginning there, Ghostique. I hear let's speak, so I'm just gonna write it down and just start from those two words and see what else I can come up with. I rarely will slow down something because I found it normally doesn't help, but I might try for this one. Let me move this down here, move the top layer, drop it down by 70. Let's see what that does to their voices. That sounds horrifying, but it actually does help, I think. Let me see later. Well, you can force the brain to hear passion instead of fashion. Let's speak. At least passion sounds more universal and ubiquitous than fashion. You can have passion for those Splatoon battles. I hear get down, just so be is what I'm hearing. Let's speak passion, get down to solve me. That makes no sense at all, but that's what I'm hearing. I try to never settle ever since Into the Light for lyrics that don't make any sense at all. It's like some things may not seem like they make sense, but I reason with myself some way to have it make sense, even if it's very abstract. But that sentence does not work at all. Lasting passion. Let me see. So I have let's speak, maybe lasting. Just don't. Laughing, pushing, just don't something. I got the just don't. It's Kyusho Zareshi. So that means that there are 3 more syllables. Now, you can force multiple syllables into fewer or more. It depends on how they're pronouncing it and if the vowels are close enough together to sound like they can just elide into one another. But in this case, it's 3 distinct syllables. Well, what if I changed it from just don't to something else, because I'm having trouble thinking of something to do for that, so I might have to think of something different. These go through multiple drafts. Maybe I'll do something different for the entire line. Can I make it sound like it begins something with a G instead of an L? Because so far, what I've heard is an L sound. The eek definitely will sound like an ing. So that works. Oh yeah, this one's way different than this was way harder than the last one that I did, Shy Ho Shy. I thought that one was gonna be hard. No, this one's very, very difficult. Last team, last time. I think Goshi can be forced to be rushing. Let me see here. Yeah, Russian can be for that. Russian. Last team rushing. Get down to show me. Get down to show me. To show me side. I say it's time, but she clearly says a consonant there. Get time? Not really any time. It's all about running out of time. It's 1 minute left. What she's actually saying is Q-cha there. Here, get down. Q-cha Zusabi. Da 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 da. That is 9 syllables. Can we force any other syllables out of it, though? Be last minute in like 1 second. Last minute rushing. I think that's pushing it. I think that's stretching it a bit too much. I was thinking maybe save me, but no, it's an ah-o sound. Sometimes you can make consonants into other consonants, like a k sound could be a g sound, or let's see here, if she says like an M, I forced an M sound to be a B or an N sound, or maybe even an L sound. It depends on what part of that consonant am I hearing. Like, is it a nasal sound? Because then an M can also become an N. But if it is a M sound, if it's a bilabial sound, it could also be a B or P. But here, she's clearly, it's called a sibilant, the S sound. So from that, I could probably get a Z sound, but there aren't many words that begin with Z. Definitely not zo, so not Z. I was thinking sh, have the show sound. No, I think this one has to be a so or a show. I don't think I can mess with that one too much because of what it sounds like. Get down to solve it doesn't sound too bad. But what are they solving? See, the problem is I keep on hearing must speak of your room. I'm trying to force my brain to think of something other than that, because I'm not going to use it. Must speak of your roof. Like, if I was making just a regular, like, misheard lyric video, like a silly one, this would be so easy. Because I could just, use whatever weird words that I hear, but because I'm trying not to do that, I have to... This one's working hard, Jesus. I keep on wanting to be like, just goes to show, but I got the just go part, but it doesn't work. Just go to lashy. Let's just go to lashing. I'm not gonna use that. Just goes to laugh me. Just goes to just don't let me. But it doesn't sound like that. Just go to left. Just go to the left. You can't force the into there. Just go to last team. That doesn't make sense. Just don't last team. Just don't laugh me. And you see, sometimes you just gotta try to think of something that you think the internet will be satisfied with, even if it doesn't really sound like it. Because, like, in the end, is that what matters most to me? Does it matter most to other people? Or am I just worried about it too much? Just know the last thing. Wait a minute. Just know the last thing must be. That can put me into the next second. Just know the last thing must be. So, what must the last thing be? Alright, it has now been 13 hours. I am back at it. I am home alone, and let's see if I can't come back to this with fresh ears. So I'm just gonna listen from right where the lyrics start again. I'm actually going to, let's see here. I currently don't want the actual lyrics to influence me. I just want to try to hear whatever I hear. Okay. Well, I already know what I want the little, jabba, jabba. I'm gonna have it be jump in. Jump into the party, come on. Jump in, jump in. Da, 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 da. Must be. Cause I am hearing must see very much, but if I want to keep the previous line be just know the last thing, that must be would make more grammatical sense. So I think I'm gonna keep that. I keep on hearing, let's see, must speak of your room. I keep hearing that, and I don't want to hear it anymore. I want that last bit be shocking. So must be something 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 shocking. How many syllables is that? Okay, so that's 5 syllables, I think. I'm hearing must speak of your rule. Rule might be better. Like Splatfest King, Queen, your rule. Or showed me? I already did get done to show me. Maybe showed me instead of shocking. Showed me, kind of. Must be call. It's the music behind it that is so repetitive and intense that it makes it hard to listen. Sometimes I will actually haven't done this in a while because I've actually had pretty usual ones. Let me see. Well, not. I've had pretty easy ones lately where I didn't need to, but sometimes I will do some equalizing to make the background music quieter, which is not always easy to do. I don't always know. how to use it. I'm just kind of, there we go, paramedic equalizer. I'm just kind of working with it and trial and error to try to see if it'll work. So, vocal enhancer, let's do it. That helps. What's this? What's this? That doesn't sound right. Because even though I want the background music to not assault my ears, if you do this a certain way, it'll end up making the vocals like really just hurts your ears. I don't know if you heard that, but yeah, that's what it's like. Yeah, that at least dulls the sound a little bit. Okay, I'll work with it like this for a bit. Get down to it really does sound like get down to solve it, which isn't bad. Because then maybe I could use show for the other line. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I'm working with it. I'm hearing it. The first lines could work better. I think these two lines are okay. Still figuring out this one. I see. Some songs I'll get through like super super easy, but I'll have like just one line or a couple of lines that just defeat me, and I don't know what to put for them. Because it sounds like she's saying a k sound, k. But I could change that to a g sound. K, g, k, g. Yes, I can definitely make that into a g sound. Let's see. Okay, that changes things. So, must be something that begins with a G. Wait a minute. What if it's must become? That takes care of the C sound. I don't have to change it to a G. Must become your. Just know the last thing must become your something. Okay, so I keep on hearing rue, which makes me think of room or rule. What other words, or what other consonants could go in place of r? Well, L can always be used in place of an R. R, l. Sometimes you can use a W to replace an R. Become your love. I mean, love is super easy to put into songs because you can take off the VE and just have it implied as long as an sound is used, because like the sound, love, it's not love, it's not love. I mean, sometimes it does in some dialects, but the love, you can kind of twist it with most vowels, any kind of an wow sound. So let me see. That really makes no sense. Must become your love. Don't be shocking. Let me see. That's what it sounds like, but they're really the best sentence that I can come up with. Last team? I guess last team. Last team could refer to the last team that you fought. And if I'm able to bring it from a storytelling standpoint, it could be like, yeah, the last team you fought, like, it didn't turn out so well. Or maybe that it really did, and you want to continue that. So that's what the last team could be used for. Just know the last team. Lost. That's the last team lost because. Let me hear that again. Can I force myself to hear lost because your moves? I'm gonna turn it up and listen again. Maybe don't be shocked just because it's. You can't. I'm not gonna turn shocked into two separate syllables because she puts a stress on the second syllable, but maybe I could squeeze in just for just jump in. Don't be shocked, just jump in. Let me hear that again. No, shock in. But I like don't be shocked. But maybe if I made it shocked it, I could technically make. Because it is, I mean, it is literally two different things that they're saying. So I could force the jump in for the second one, but maybe something that will fit with this sentence as a continuation of don't be shocked it. Don't be shocked it's something. I mean, honestly, I actually hear charming. It's charming. Jump in. Oh, let's hear that. Let's hear that from the beginning. I want something else for right there. Because it really does sound like shocking. So I think I'm going to have to keep with that. Maybe it was shocking. Maybe. I mean, just because it makes sense. Let's see what it sounds like with the actual backing music, which you guys will be hearing it with. Yeah, I can work with that. Yeah, it sounds a little weird, but it works. Oh god, alright, more. I was like, yay, how far are we through this? Like, 4 lines? 5 lines? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically 7. Alright. See, when it's buried under the music, it's easier to get away with things, you know? It's also easier to get away with something when it's put under like 500 more filters. Off the Hook likes to do that a lot. Especially with Pearl's vocals. Alrighty. Okay, I hear watch out. That's the first thing I heard. Watch out. Watch out echufa. That's what I hear. What is she saying? Wancha mochuta. Winigita. Winigeta. Oh, the double E is an A sound. Wancha. So that could be watch out, or that could be want you, because want you is how you pronounce it if you say it too quickly. So it could be watch out or want you. Either way. I'm just gonna put watch out first and see what I can make of that. I was going to be watching out for that, but watch it, chew. Yeah, it goes machuta. Watch out. I think I hear watch out, I'm too far. Watch out, I'm too far. So far that works for me. Okay, and now this part is completely interpretation. It's basically just syllables. What syllables do you think would work here, basically? Well, it is... I count 4 syllables on that. Let's see here. Yep, that's 4 syllables. So I get to make up pretty much whatever I want. I'll think of it later. Watch out. I think I hear watch out on your left. That would work, because it's like, you know, in a Splatoon battle, everybody's coming at you from everybody. Watch out! Oh my god. Let's see. Watch out on your left. Yeah, that really works. And then another blank spot that I'm going to fill in later. It looks like a snowman right now. Say hi to the snowman. He's happy to see you. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, something about on your right. I heard that. Let's see on your right. Let me see. Yeah, that works pretty okay. And then jump in again. La 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 la. Okay, then it's just a repeat. Oh, there's that. Jump into... I'm just gonna make jump into night. That's the most simple one. Yeah, that works. Alright. Jump into night. That's a very simple one. So, refinement time. This is my rough draft. I really like just know the last team lost because your moves. I think that one works fine. I'm gonna keep that one. Let me just see at the opening again. I think I'm gonna change that to laughing. I think last time rushing. I just don't want to repeat last team again. Okay, so far I'm with these. Now I just gotta think of what to do with these little bang 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 bang. Because I've never done that before. I technically have for Tide Goes Out. I did have the help of another YouTuber who had already made their interpretation. I did change it, but it always helps to, you know, see somebody else's interpretation and kind of figure out what does work, subsequently then figure out what doesn't work and think of something different. But this time I'm going in completely blind without watching anybody else's, so I'm trying to keep it that way. Well, since I can make it whatever I want, and it says I'm too far, I'm just gonna make a little bit more sense with, can you catch me? It's just noises. They removed the consonants under the filters. I can make it whatever I want as long as it fits the syllable count. Da, 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 da. So there is now, because of that note, a syllable that is stressed, which can help me think of what next line to write based on the stressed syllables. I think, especially because I already did a can you thing. Can you see me? Can you see me? Watch out on your right. Da, 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 da. It's another four syllable one. I mean, it's the right syllable count, so who cares? That might be it. Okay. Listen to it again with the background music and see if I like how that is. Does that sound slightly different? I mean, I know the lyrics are the exact same, but like how they pronounced it and the filters that they used over it is really what changes their voices. That sounds like they're saying gushing. No! Don't mess me up like this. Yeah, because that's what they're actually saying. I was able to force an R out of it because they didn't pronounce it very well, but now it's gushing. I don't like it. Last time gushing, I don't want to change. No. No. So I know I'm just working with these, I think. I guess I could be guessing. Get down to solve it. I mean, that get down to solve it. That guessing, that works. Those two work in tandem. Now it's not saying. Now it doesn't sound like she's saying laughing here, does she? Because now it sounds like she's saying lasting. But still, she sounds like she's saying pushing. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit out there. It might not work. Let's see here. I'm gonna put caught ambushing. I don't. It's a bit of a stretch, but I'll try it. It's not bad. Caught ambushing. I'm gonna say lost because you rule. Lost because you rule, yeah. Because it does sound like she's saying R. It's kind of a cheesy line, but when have the Idols, Squid Sisters, or Off the Hook not been cheesy at times? I think that's it. I think I got it. Last time rushing, get down to solve it. Laughing, pushing, just know the last team lost because your moves, it was shocking. Jumpin', watch out, I'm too far, can you catch me? Watch out on your left, can you see me? Let's sneak on your right, time to win this jumpin'. Last time guessing, get down to solve it. Caught ambushing, just know the last team lost because you ruled it was shocking. Maybe that kind of sounds like couldn't stop it. Okay, I want it to be different than the previous one. In fact, I might come up here and change the solve it to what I had before, which I think was show me. And this one be get down to solve it because guessing is here and that makes more sense. It does kind of sound like you're saying stop me, but we're talking about you because you rule. Yeah, because it can be like eat. Can stop eat. No, I think that's it. I think these lyrics are done.